Hi there, Professor Juris, and I just wanted to make you a quick video and talk about sources of light for exposing alternative process prints, basically UV light, UV lighting units, and the sun. So I chose this photograph just to start with because of the look of it. It looks like it's under a black light, which is one of the lights we're going to talk about today. But to start with, I think the easiest way for you to get started printing is using the sun. And if I was going to invest in either a UV exposure light or a contact printing frame, I think my choice would be first to get the contact printing frame. Again, from Bostic and Sullivan, there's nothing better than the one they have, so I would just get the best and you won't have problems with it breaking halfway through class or something. So that's what I would start with, or just a piece of glass if you for printing outside. But the contact printing frame will help you make more accurate exposures, certainly. So the sunshine is available most of the time in Dayton. This photograph was taken in Dayton, and you can see we don't really have much sunshine here, but and it's going to be going away for winter, so that's something also to think about when um, looking at this class. And then some of the printing time, if you're going to be printing at night, the sun's not out at night, so then you would consider some type of light source that you're going to need to make prints. And it'll have to be a high ultraviolet light source. So what I want to do first is show you the Mercedes-Benz of the printing lights, and these are certainly some of the best lights out there, and they also are available in a high output unit, and that's the unit I would buy. And they are pretty pricey, but the reason that I show you this is some people want to get the best, and if you really think you're going to get into alternative processes, or you've tried some before, or even maybe when you're done with this class, if you found out you really liked what you were doing in here and want to be able to do this at home all the time, one of these exposure units is very helpful, and it's ready to go when it comes, so you can just start printing the same day. You don't have to mess around with building something or searching for stuff. It's available, and actually, if you think of the cost of it, a light like this will last you your whole life. And if you look at the price of having a cell phone for a year, it's probably very similar, if the cell phone's even not more. Um, I know I pay almost $100 a month for a cell phone, so that's $1,200 a year. So I could almost buy two of these lights if I would just throw my cell phone away. That might be better anyway. But if you decide to get one, again, it's Bostic and Sullivan. They're in New Mexico, and here's their number right here. You can call them and place an order, and it'll probably be, a little bit of time, because I don't know if they have these in stock. They might have to order it and have it built for you. So, um, but very good light. I used some of these lights when I was out at one of their workshops, and very good. So, um, something to think about. It's the Cadillac of lights. Okay, the next light that I want to show you, and then this is just a bulb I have right here, and you would have to, if you could find one of these. I'm not actually sure if they actually make these anymore. They were probably found to cause cancer like everything else, but this is actually a sun tanning light bulb, or a sun bulb that was sold, that people used to have these in the ceilings in like their bathroom and stuff, that when they'd come out of the shower you would get warm and get actually UV light. And it's a pretty high output UV light. And this I bought this bulb in like around 1982 or something, and I used it several years, and made, I probably made 1,000 prints with it. And it was gorgeous. I kept it about 15 inches above the print, and the exposure was normally about 15 minutes. And It worked great for a long time. It did have a mogul base on it, so if you see right here, it had a huge base, and the lamp that I ended up losing the lamp that I had for it when I went away to college, but it takes a special like light to put this in, and this has a ballast inside the light bulb. But what's available now that's something similar to this? I mean, you could try looking for these on eBay and perhaps find one, but what's available now that you might want to think about and try. And I would say if you have one, and if somebody in the class has one of these and wants to give this a try, and they could let us know how it works. I particularly don't have any reptiles at home, but I know during all the years I've taught at Sinclair, a lot of students have had snakes and stuff like that, so they probably had a light like this. And if you do have a light like this, then give it a try and see if this works for exposing. It does say that it has ultraviolet light coming out of it, but I'm not sure what the amount of the ultraviolet light is. But it might be something that could end up being a cheap source of having a light in your house. And if you already have, especially if you already have one or you find one maybe at a thrift shop. But I wouldn't purposefully go out and buy this brand new and spend a lot of money on it until we get some feedback from somebody that's actually used one to see if it works. Now, in trying to put some stuff together for you, I was Googling LED exposure units, and I came up with Matt's page here on YouTube, or his site that he has videos on, and he has a video here. He's talking about building an exposure unit, and then he referred to another photographer by the name of Tim Layton, and Tim's website, timlaytonfineart.com. I'll pull this down a minute so you can see the URL right up here. So Tim's site, his blog, he talks about building an exposure unit and goes through it pretty adequately if you want to take a look at that. And what he refers us to then are using these black LED strip lights that he found on Amazon. And he even had a link in his blog there, so I clicked on it, and here's the lights that he recommends. And it's important, if you're just buying some of these, that they again have the right amount of UV or the right temperature of UV coming out of the lights. And he said that he tested these and they work great, so I'm going to take his word for it. What I've done though is I actually went ahead and ordered 2 sets of these. You would actually need 2 sets, so it cost you about $60. And I just ordered them today, so I ordered 2 sets of these because I want to put a box together with these to see if it'll work for you. So it'll probably be, your total cost for an exposure box, if you had to buy the wood and everything, would be around $100 probably. And I will let you know in probably a week or so how this works out, and take a picture and show it to you. Now, another light source that you might try, and again, I was watching some videos on YouTube, and a young lady was using one of these suntan printing light units to make cyanotypes, and it seemed to work pretty good for her. Now, again, I haven't tested this, and I'm not sure of it, and I'm also um, thinking that depending upon, I wouldn't like go out and spend $50 or something on one of these, because it depends on the actual light. So in other words, a different company, like there might be one company that has a lot of UV coming out of theirs, and there may be some that don't have that much. So but if you have one of these laying around, or you see one at a thrift store for $5-6, then you might want to pick it up and give it a try. And it was kind of funny, the video I was watching, the person just put a couple dowel rods underneath this part right here, and then suspended this over a cardboard box, so that had the lid off of it, and they put their prints in the cardboard box. And I guess that's about as quick and dirty as you can get for it. So I googled or searched for sun lamps on eBay, and this one here came up, and it's like $12.40. I'm not sure what the shipping is on it. Let's see if we can find the shipping here. Varies. So, for if you found one for $12.40, I guess at the thrift store, you might want to buy it and give it a try. Now, another thing is, I've actually had students in the past that had access to or had their own sun tanning beds, and those do seem to work really good for exposing the prints. So that'd be another source for you. So again, starting with the sun. The sun is great. Light boxes, especially the Bostic and Sullivan ones, are just as good as the sun, if not better, because you can use it all the time. And then the whole array of different things that I covered would be exposure units for you. So hope this helps you get started, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and hit the subscribe button. Thank you.